A good Moogly morning or good Moogly evening, wherever you are in the world. Today is a special episode because we have a bunch of Team Whiskers people coming on to say hello. And if you don't notice, I have a new microphone. I don't sound like shit no more. Let's go. And today I'm with my co-host Chili, obviously. How you doing, Chili?
I'm not bad, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I've had a hectic day today, though.
Oh.
So apparently, my doctor did not have my prescription for my lymphedema stuff. He never got the letter. So now I've got to go out tomorrow, give him a letter that is addressed to him, because this one's just a copy. The NHS copy stuff to your GP. And so I get a letter saying, oh, this is what we told the GP. Apparently, they haven't fucking had it.
Susan says, well, you still sound like shit, but at much higher quality now.
I'm getting burned today, man. What the hell?
Psst. I don't know if that went through.
So yeah, it did go through.
Okay, good.
But other than that, I'm all right. I had some fun today. I played Sea of Thieves today, so I do enjoy some Sea of Thieves. What have you done today?
Got some work done, and now I'm currently playing through. I watched me only stream earlier. He was streaming stuff, and now I'm just currently working on my alt because I want to play Fantasy 14, but I also don't want to gain XP on my main character because I'm paranoid and want to keep all the rest in XP for next month. Even though I think it's only like a week, I just want to make sure I have all the rest in XP.
I mean, it'll go away at like when you hit level like 81.
I don't care. That little bit of XP would be good.
It would be, and thank you, Susan, for the 500 biddies.
Thank you.
Let it rain on the biddies. Let it rain. It doesn't actually rain. I haven't set that up. I'm okay. Thank you. Big heart. Big heart. But we do have some special guests today, which, we don't usually have special guests on, unless after the last episode, and, half of us were wet in the first 30 minutes. But this episode,
I'm surprised we're not cancelled, to be honest.
I'm surprised we're not cancelled. Yeah, hooray, we're still here. You can't get rid of us that easily. But all the way from Team Whiskers, we're going to step, you know what? We're going to do ladies first, because we're all gentlemen here.
So hi, Roxy.
What's up? I just been told by someone that they've been waiting an hour for King Moogle, but hi, yeah, how you doing?
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah,
I don't want to be anyone burnt tonight, okay?
Was there being a burn? Something I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
Oh, he missed
Someone's definitely tired. Someone's definitely tired today.
I woke up at 6:20. Of course, I'm tired. Don't like that. I'm an evening shift guy. I hate the mornings. And I'm fishing.
Awake.
Fishing is always lovely.
Stay awake all the time.
Yeah, but I was also thinking why he's not spending his XP. It's not going to go anywhere if it's on a max level character anyway.
No.
Well, no, not if he tries to level up something.
Yeah.
He needs it.
Yeah, I need it. I don't know why, but I need it.
It gains quicker than you spend.
And we also have Thalia. I always pronounce your name wrong. I don't know if I pronounce it wrong or pronounce it bad. Like now I just call you Keely.
Kelly
the Healy. Kelly the Healy.
Oh, that's what Hans says every time.
Yeah.
Healy.
Who gets worried when I die, because then, I die apparently somehow, some way.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and we're all from Team Whiskers, so it's a Team Whisker podcast today. So how you been in? What have you been up to?
I got a day off today, so I chilled a bit at home. Went to get my nails done. And I played some 14 as well. Otherwise, I didn't do too much. Just went to the shop and stuff. Just normal day off stuff, really.
We had a magical time in E12S.
Yes, we did have that. Progress.
If I remember, isn't it your birthday at some point?
It's my birthday next week.
Yeah, next week. So everyone's a happy birthday.
21.
I'm turning 30.
21. Oh.
27th is my birthday.
I remember when I turned 21.
It's just
I wish I turned 21.
14 years ago.
Oh, damn, he older than me.
Yeah.
Oh, why? How old are you, Obsy?
I am 33.
Yeah.
30 club.
Why am I always the baby?
Technically 33 years ago right now, but 34 in January. I'm 34 right now.
Wait, but you just said it was 14 years ago you were 21.
Yeah, 14
so
years
that'll make
ago.
you 35.
I'll be 35 in January. So,
which is close, technically.
Yeah. That's I'll be close. I'm like 13 in like 9 months or whatever.
Actually, shoe size, not your age. There you go.
Mine was
my shoe size, some 7.
Oh damn! No, I'm gonna refrain from saying what my one is.
Well,
I mean,
it depends on the shoe. Actually, if I'm honest, like normal shoes, like formal shoes, I'm like a 7 to 7.5. But I find trainers, I'm like a 8.5 to 9. I have weirdly square feet, so I need like
Oh god, you poor thing.
I need my trainers to be like wide all the way from the front to the end.
Yeah, so I've got to have mine. But mine are also long, so yeah, stream. I have a size 17 feet.
American size?
No, that's British size. UK.
This doesn't mean anything to me because we measure everything differently in Belgium.
Size 7A in
Here it is. Two size to EU. 34. No, 10 centimeters.
Wait. Oh, but we just do like my
To
size is like
EU
38.
size in centimeters. I don't want it in fucking centimeters.
I think I'm 36.
That's small. I have 38.
Yeah, I'm 36.
Oh.
So
Yo, mine doesn't. Mine, they don't even go past 15s. So think of it.
your would be 44 if this website's right. Or,
Oh,
well,
yeah, 44 exists.
yeah,
But
44.
yeah, that's big.
44, 45, Paul, because 16 is
Holy
44.
shit.
So
Is it because it's saying like 15 here is 50 for UK?
that's
So
Italy.
50. What?
That's Italy.
That's
At least
like, I was using Blitz results to give me my shoe size.
I've got essentialantwerp.com, and I'm looking at women.
Oh yeah,
that's
that,
why.
yeah, that's accurate.
I'm a man. What are you on about? I ain't no woman.
Yeah, but
It says here 16 is 49. Jesus, cool. These all, yeah. Welcome to Shoe Go Round. We talk about shoes.
This is
Oh,
where
okay.
we review all the shoes.
yeah, Moogle goes
Funny enough,
shoes.
in my new
Oh,
pair
wow,
of work boots, I
another
actually did a
2
raid.
raids. Thank you so much to both the raids, Barrow. Thank you to Osmo for the raid and the sub, and thank you to Renis High for the raid and for
Renis
joining us for the
High.
first time.
Wrench.
Renshi, hey.
Yeah.
Renshi.
He's my co-tank.
Oh, was he the other one? Was he the other one talking shit? I
What
know Osmo
are
was
those?
talking shit. I'm looking at you, Osmo.
Man,
In here. Sorry, what?
do you watch Max Mofo? Because he says that a lot. He shouts out, "What are those?" And also,
Pair of sandals.
so yeah, welcome to
Simon.
Moogle Go Shoe, where we discuss our favourite shoes. I need to buy new shoes actually, so I'm gonna have to go buy some.
I actually got my
I
new
should
pair of shoes
too.
today for work. Nice steel cap.
Nice.
I
I need
can't-
to get boots. It's getting
I can't
cold.
wear shoes.
I walk like a
Aw.
weird. I walk like a weird bird monster. Sorry.
Do you at least wear sandals?
What?
Who's wear sandals? I don't wear sandals. I can't wear sandals.
I don't wear sandals.
I like my lymphedema is like kind of like a stage 4 of lymphedema where it's like made my leg misshapen and foot misshapen along my heel, so I can't actually wear shoes properly or even get in to the actual shoe.
Do you
I
not
had to,
get
like,
Fair
custom
enough.
ones?
Yeah, that's what my prescription was supposed to be because they were supposed to give me some
Ah.
ones, but you know they're taking a long time because my damn doctor didn't have it. He didn't have he said, "Oh, I don't have my prescription." I was hoping to get it before Christmas so I can actually go out Christmas shopping and stuff.
Yeah.
Come on.
And as I said,
Oh,
I
every
just
time.
walk like a weird bird monster because my toes like curl up as I walk, so I like grip to the shoe, bottom of the shoe, like a bird. So it's why I have to buy shoes occasionally because I just rip holes into the sole of the shoes as my feet like claw at the bottom of them.
It's so it's turning true that Chile is turning into part seagull or part condor.
Oh, eagle. I want to be an
As
eagle.
long as it's not a goose.
Yeah, true.
Got a 48 for feet. We'll think bigger the feet, better the balance. Yeah, no, fuck.
Well, that explains why I have no
Fucking-
balance. I have tiny feet and no balance. So
I have big feet and I have no balance.
I'm just normal.
talk about the balance. Remember that game, Final Fantasy 14, where there's a Discord
Yeah.
about balance, where they talk about stuff.
Oh,
There
yeah,
we
I think
go.
Astro has a card of balance.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Astro
it's
got
nice,
changes.
Nice segue.
So yeah, we all play Fantasy 14, and there was recently a media tour where certain people were able to play the game for 6 hours.
Yeah,
Chile.
Technically 5 hours, because we were told from this time to this time it's an hour break, and you should all go take a break from the game.
Really?
Nobody took a break from the game.
Of course not.
I mean,
yeah. I really enjoyed my time on the moon. It was great.
the community managers took a break because legally they had to. It was like that was the whole point of it. Is they had to have a break for law reasons because they were in front of a computer.
Oh.
But
Laura is an Lore or ALAW.
as in, I am the law. ALA.
Ah, now I'm disappointed.
So, but no, a few people were able to gain access. I was lucky to be one of them. Now, I'll admit, I wish I'd recorded a lot more than I did, though I still wasn't allowed. You're not allowed, basically. If anyone has watched any of the videos recently from like Mr. Happy, Work to Game, Rin,
Meoni.
Mione,
Name me only first.
all these different Fantasy 14 content creators, we're only allowed 45 minutes of content to upload.
Oh.
Wasn't it moving pictures though? Content like actual video footage. You could use as much screenshots.
Yeah, you can use as many screenshots as you want, but you can only have a specific Zeppler as well. Drac, Bird of Chess. By the way, big shout out to Bird of Chess because I was able to run the dungeon with her. She's a sweetie. Jahara, Curious Joy. There's so many. In fact, this entire podcast was just me talking. Yeah, Asmongold, Rich. Asmongold was on the same server as I was, actually. I ran and hugged it because he was playing a female Lalafell, even though he...
Oh, what?
God. Well, behind closed doors, no one was watching.
Well, the thing is, though...
Exposed.
No, because someone had used the Fantasia to turn the character into a female Lalafell, and it's the same computers for everyone. So, yesterday's computer... People that logged in, because it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think Friday as well. So, if people used Fantasia on Tuesday, they didn't reset their characters for Wednesday. So anything that you'd made on Tuesday, so when he logged in on Wednesday, it was already a Lalafell. Apparently that's a development joke or so. I don't know if it was a development joke or not. It could have just been the fact that... Well, no, it could have been... I know that some people had the same search comments for... Like, someone pointed out that I checked... Because I one of my favourite community managers, aka Dancing Fire. She streams on Twitch as well. Go check her out as Faye. I changed my search comment to Aya for the win. And then someone logged in a couple of days later and they still had the same search comment. So I don't know if it was a joke or if someone had just used the Fantasia on that character the day before. Because I turned my character into a Lalafell. I logged in, saw I was a Melvira, and then no. I have 99 Fantasias in my inventory. I'm turning into a Lalafell.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they gave everyone 99 Fantasias.
I wish I had that.
I want to embrace the bunny boy life.
Yes, bunny.
Lalafell. But no, I don't know if it was a dab joke or not, Tim and Soul. So we'll see. But yeah,
I mean, because you said, I don't know if you're allowed to say this, but actually, are you allowed to say? I'm going to quickly DM you.
I can say anything pretty much. There's nothing I can't say.
Okay, so they said that you couldn't record your interview with Yoshi P.
No,
but all the other videos with Sin.
It's because I think I've worked out the reason why is because I was media, so therefore it's written press, so therefore they only sent me the audio.
Right.
Because
it wasn't like all content creators got video.
No. Yeah. So chances are the content creators that are normally doing YouTube got video footage, and then I was sent the audio. So, which by the way, I've had to go back and edit the questions because there was some problems with the first question. So if you haven't reread it, it's been modified a little bit. There was a mistranslation issue because it was all done live. There was no that was the interesting part. There was no submitting questions. It was just you're in a Zoom call, ask questions. So they had to translate English to Japanese and Japanese to English on the fly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
there must have been some problems with that.
So my first question was a little bit mistranslated, supposedly. Let me open up again. But basically, because I asked about Eureka, because I love Eureka. Anyone who knows me knows I love Eureka because I've beaten it 3 times over 3 different characters. And I plan to do it a 4th time on Crystal, hopefully one day. So,
Oh boy.
But no, I asked about
Relic. I don't know how you can do it.
I know, right?
I asked
I'm
about
not even
Eureka and
anywhere yet in
Bosha.
my veins.
No.
I asked about Eureka and
I
Bosha.
saw you on stream. Oh, let me just finish this relic, finish that relic. I was sitting there like, I don't want to do it.
Who?
You got so many relics. I'm sitting there like,
I only have the newer ones. I have a few of the older ones, but I've never finished a Eureka relic.
neither have
before.
I. Fuck Eureka.
I finished
That was a dead
2
content.
Eureka relics, and I finished Eureka 3 times, and I've beaten Bardician Askel once.
Yeah, I've beaten that too.
Do I have? Warrior, monk, summoner, machinist.
Monk,
And I'm working on Ninja and Dark right now.
I think I have Monk
Or
and Black
the newer
Mage done,
ones.
and White Mage.
And I'm off to Eureka right now because I need that mountain, goddammit. Give me the fire yeti.
Exactly, Renchi. Exactly. I'm with you on that one.
So, But yeah, no, I was lucky and got to play. But as I said, I wish I'd recorded more. There's a few things I would change next time. Like I want to go in with like a plan because it was my first time doing the media tour. So
Wasn't there rumors on like the Korean thing or something making Eureka soloable?
Yeah, they plan to
would that
make
only
Eureka
be-
more sellable, supposedly.
Huh.
I wonder in what way they would do that.
No.
Yeah. More buffs.
Mega Echo. Super.
Yeah.
Ultra Echo.
100%.
If everyone's able to sow the fates, then it's like, oh, they're dead in seconds.
What if they give a ridiculous amount of XP to all the trash mobs?
Unless they make it scale like they did in Zadnor, like Deladria.
Or for Castro.
Ultra Echo.
I like
because
those.
we're getting Super Echo, aren't we, or whatever it's called? Because there's going to be a new stage of
Echo.
Echo.
What?
Certain
Ultra
content.
Echo?
I don't know what it's called exactly, but because they don't know how the syncing process is going to be with some of the jobs under level 50, for certain content you will be given when you unsync it buffed Echo. Yeah, enhanced Echo, as Tibbet Salt says. So that way your stats will be boosted up even more than normal, so that you'll be back to pre-stat squish stats basically.
Yeah.
But only for level 50 content, I think, and maybe level 60, but I think their main thing is level 50.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, Thick Echo with 2 C's.
Thick Echo. I mean, I wouldn't say I like Zabnor and all that. I think
Eureka?
I fucking hate Fates. End of. I bloody hate Fates. I hated Fates doing Anima, back in the day, 2.0, when that relic weapon came out and we had to do the Atma farms, and they didn't drop for me. It took me nearly a whole month just to get them dropped for me. No, I'm unlucky.
I'm almost surprised they're kind of keeping Fates in for Endwalker, really.
Oh no,
I mean,
Fates are always going to be a thing because they kept it in for Shadowbringers.
Yeah, it's just that it feels like most people will level without doing Fates. Because I know I did in Shadowbringers, so...
Yeah, there's no point doing Fates. Well, I guess Fates are good for DPS, though. If you're... Depending on the time of day you're on, you're going to have trouble with queues.
But then there's also, the trust, so...
Which, by the way, are very enhanced. I will tell you that now.
Yeah, I plan to do every first run with the trust just because.
Yeah.
Also, they won't
will
choose the
wait,
mechanics for you as well, which is nice. So that's good. The second boss fight in the Tower of Zor, I'm not going to say everything about the... Although people can watch the dungeon fights and stuff like that. I did a video on my YouTube with the bosses removed and just trash, so that people that want to see the dungeon but don't want to see what they fight, you can go see that. But the second boss fight... there's a certain mechanic where you go pay attention and run to a part of the fight, arena. Unlike previous times where the trust would just move there, now they will actually wait until you move there. They won't just run to the location. You actually have to do it yourself.
Well, in terms of Fates, I'm just glad that they don't have the elite ones from ARR much anymore.
I don't think I've ever known that.
There are elite Fates. They are much harder than the regular ones. The Chimera in Camp Blue Fog, wherever it is, that place, that one's a nightmare. You go sync to that, try and hit it.
One shot.
It will ruin your day.
Before it was nerfed, you also had the Watch Get Fate as well in Corvus, the giant. Before that was nerfed.
Yeah. Was it Eye for an Eye?
Yeah, it had it was or Veil. It didn't have. It didn't have telegraphs.
One as well?
I miss you, Eye for an Eye.
Because it didn't have telegraphs back in the day. So yeah.
I mean, they're just going to make it Dark Souls and Endwalker. Come on.
I mean, nearly every job has a hill other than Dark Knight.
I guess.
I mean, technically,
But
it still
TBN
does, but not like a... Yeah, it doesn't have a proper heal. It's just in its rotation.
Yeah, unlike Paladin, that heals with every auto attack that it wants to.
Someone just died to bunnies. How do you die to bunnies?
I mean, I played 11.
Wait, what?
I've seen that.
I'm doing the bunny fate in Pyros, and someone just died on the fate.
Wait, what? I guess they didn't do the element thing, offensive.
Maybe, but still.
I mean, bunnies are dangerous. You've seen their legs. I'm just saying they could break
Too
your
much
arm.
fluff.
The bunnies are friendly, so
They are friendly.
they are indeed.
Always friendly. But I think what I just hate Fates. Fates are just terrible. I hate doing them.
I like them.
I like the big scale dungeons / raids they have. I'm gonna go do was it DR Savage at some point?
The Librum.
Oh, I want the Cerberus mount so bad.
Oh, Paul, you can do it with me and Han because we still want to.
Yeah,
I want to do it too. I'm on light.
But you're not on light.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He's on light.
Oh wait, sorry, I thought it was Chili.
No, Chili's the only odd one out. He doesn't get to come with us.
Yeah,
in his corner.
I have to admit, Chili's got the Osmo mount, and that's the mount I didn't have, so I'm gonna get the Cerberus.
I'd hope we're on the same server in the same static. So.
I mean, yeah.
That would be pretty
He
impressive.
still hasn't added me.
I'm already in 2 separate statics with 2 of you guys, so.
Look, I only static with on American servers.
In America.
I mean, I have an alto on Americas. But I'm not gonna do a third rate team because I'm gonna fucking die.
I I was going to don't go wrong. I was going to I was actually going to go join Chile because we previously raided in NA, but then that one broke apart. It dissolved, died because Ozma didn't show up.
Yeah,
So,
I'm in Osmo's Primal Static as well. So I'm in another static for anyone that doesn't know, which nobody knows.
No fucking way. He joined Flatus's one.
Yeah, I'm in both.
No? You're in two now.
Yeah,
you're going back to Primal. Let's go. You're going punchy fisty. I know you're playing
I miss Primal.
Co-tank. Wait,
I don't know what I'm gonna be yet. Am I co-tank?
I mean, he just says he just said as my co-tank.
I said I could. I said I can level Paladin, but I said I'm probably gonna be really bad at it. So I already told him I'm gonna be really bad at it before I even suggested it. So
it looks like we're all double raid stacking,
except for mine are at 2 a.m. to 7 a.m.
I'm just in one.
Jesus, what?
How dare you, Wubsy? Wubsy, what are you doing on the weekend?
Working.
Okay, never mind. What time do you finish? What time do you finish work?
Not till like 7 o'clock.
Ah, damn.
Yeah,
I'm just 8 hours this week.
My weekend static Team DC. We're still looking for one more player.
Man,
Hey Osmo, do you want to make that into a 5? Yeah, do you want to make that into a 5, Osmo? You want to come during the weekend?
Don't tempt him. He probably will.
I know he will.
Man, if I didn't have a job, I would. But
I mean, I
working
don't have
full-time,
a job, so that's why I don't.
Yeah.
What's the time? It's 5:30 to 7:30
p.m. By the way, not morning. A.m. By the way, this is normal hours. I like what we're used to.
Normal hours.
Yeah, I say this because I am also the one that's raiding from between 2 and 7 a.m. some nights.
UK, so. Yeah, UK time.
Yeah, UK. So it's been 4 hours from now in the past. So, Endwalker. Anyone excited for those raids, which will be launching Christmas?
Yeah, it's gonna be Christmas.
Yeah, we're all gonna be taking time off Christmas. Fuck our families. Let's do some raiding.
I've got time booked off for it, but not the raids. I'll probably still go through story, maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna sit here eat Christmas dinner while trying to prog.
We're not gonna raid then. Well, not.
We're not. Oz's already said we're probably gonna wait till January if we do raid.
Oh, we're gonna go into it right away when it drops.
You're gonna raid in December, but you probably just do the
I
normal
work
raid.
in retail. You think I'm gonna have free time during Christmas?
Oh, you're fucked.
Yeah, it's true.
I work in retail too.
Everyone else, you can have the normal raids. Is what I mean.
Oh,
the normal raids will
I will
be
just raid.
The normal raid should be like
I'll
the
just
12,
wait after it.
right? I think.
I'm just wondering what they're gonna do with it because it's the La Habrea one, right?
Yeah, Laha.
For the 8-man.
Yeah. Well, don't we think about anyway?
If it's gonna have any enemies from previous things, but I reckon it's gonna have the guy from Kate Westwind.
Oh
Since
boy.
it's supposed to be like a place of the dead or something. That's all I remember.
So it's just Palace of the Dead but Savage. Got it.
Yeah, and he also monologues to you while you fight.
Oh,
It gets worse in Savage. It's like in stereo.
See, I said what I think it's going to be a few times now. And I feel like it's going to be a creepy laboratory with monsters that he's made that he wasn't supposed to make.
It says on the website that it's deep underground.
Yeah.
I think it could still be a lab, I suppose, but...
Yeah, a secret lab under... It's what I've been saying. I said it's a secret base underground, and he, kept it there so other people didn't know. We'll see.
It will be interesting. It's the music I'm looking forward to, though.
Let me talk to them this weekend. We'll see.
Tibant Soul says, far beneath the ground upon which mortals tread, steeped in darkness, deep as starless night, an ancient power lies dormant. Too hungry, too brutal, too monstrous, what cannot be controlled must be contained. Here in Pandemonium, dare you make the descent. Yes, because I want gear.
Pandemonium again? Was it Final Fantasy 9? No,
Final Fantasy 8. Fantasy 4,
it
Fantasy 9.
sounds like me when I'm asleep and then I wake up.
Was it supposed to be 4?
No, 2. Fantasy 2.
I'm sure there was a later one it was in as well.
And 9.
Wasn't it in? No, 9 was Memoria, Missouri.
No, Pandemonium.
Yeah.
Pandemonium was the last area, wasn't it? I'm sure Pandemonium was in 9.
Because 8 had something.
Fantasy 9 Pandemonium. It's Garland's castle.
Ah, there you go. So it's just featured throughout all of them. Because I was thinking maybe they might finally throw in Kuzia or something.
And then Fantasy 2 had Castle Pandemonium as well. So
yeah, I mean,
both of them are types of castles. So I expect some kind of castle.
it'll be the castle from Kingdom Hearts, and then we'll fight Heartless. So we get Goofy and Donald with us.
Oh boy.
And they're going to be like horribly mutated, and we've got to fight them.
But someone said when they announced it live, it was going to be original content, but they'd like to see reference. Yeah, it's supposed to be completely new, so the reference is probably just going to be the name. That's about it.
Just makes sense. Oh, Sora's got announced for Smash, therefore why not in 14?
Yoshida said that he's not touching our barge pole or something like that.
Thank you, Yoshi P. I knew you're a true gamer.
Yeah, but Yoko Taro didn't say this, did he? And he's the crazy one.
Yeah, and then look
He's
what you
still on the
braggers.
theme, as far as I'm aware.
My eyes still burn from those raids.
I still wish that there was a mechanic in the raid where if you failed it, everyone goes into like a cutscene which goes back to the main menu screen. Like, not really, it's just this is all the cutscene. By the way. Goes back to the main menu screen, opens up the select character, shows that character, and it has a delete bar. And then your characters get deleted in front of you, and then it crashes at the end, and then it goes back into the game.
I think he did want to do something like that.
Oh. Yeah.
But Yoshi was like, no.
Yeah, it's going to give too many people a heart attack.
A fake DC, which would only work for so much.
I mean, it would work with the people who actually played Nier and know like what to expect, but other people would freak out.
That's what I was expecting with the end of the story arc as well, and it was like, what? Yeah. That was it? Oh.
I had the same thing. I was like, oh.
It kind of felt rushed, sadly. Is that it? Yeah, well.
So what is everyone else excited for about the media tour? Because I've talked way too much about it already. I did a stream about it. I've done review. I can just shut up about it. I've talked too much.
I haven't indulged much into it, but because I want to try it, somewhat remain surprised. But yeah, it's been good from what I have seen.
I haven't spoiled myself too much, but I did check all the changes for the classes and stuff. Yeah, especially for White Mage, because like my main, I want to see what changes. So
I'm so interested to see what changes with Monk, because that's kind of changing the most, it feels, out of the melee.
Yeah, Monk had some decent changes, especially now that you got Watch Quit. Can I spoil some attacks? If you've not looked it up yet, can I spoil some attacks?
Yeah, that's fine.
You got Steel Peak back and Howling Fist.
Steel Peak. I played back in ARR and then quit till Shadow Breakers.
Steel Peak was in ARR. What are you on about?
Yeah, Steel Peak
I didn't play Monk in ARR.
Well, Steel Peak / Mithril Peak, it was the little brown icon where you sort of close hang the enemy, like clotheslined. And it had a stun back in the day, if I'm rightly. No, it doesn't have a stun. It just does damage.
Because Monk was like one of the hardest ones to play back in ARR. If I remember, like barely anyone wanted to touch it.
Yeah. The
EU servers were in America, and it was terrible playing like doing Titan with a freaking 500 ping.
Oh boy!
We got to remember back then, all the servers were in the same location. I think near Canada.
Yeah,
even the European servers were there.
Yeah, I wasn't playing back then.
I still remember the radio saying, "Protect the earth shakes, whatever it is, the slides." And I was like, "No, screw you!" And it got.
I like how Monk has one of Tifa's animations. Does it?
Yeah, Star Shower. I think has been added.
Oh,
from 7. I think it's called something else, but the animation looks like Star Shower.
You try to fucking add me as a friend.
Nah, what was it?
Actually, I don't think I have you as a friend.
I'll admit that one thing that I used to like about the only good thing about the ping issue was there was a cool glitch you could do in certain zones. This was all the way up until the end of Heaven's Ward, actually. You know when you fight Leviathan Extreme, you hit the water and it just puts you back on the top right, dead. Or once you've beaten the fire, it just teleports you back up there. Yeah. Back in the day, if you basically make sure the victory screen cutscene is turned off. So instead of seeing the da-da-da-da-da, you just, go back to the gameplay. Make sure that turned off. And then just before Leviathan died, like at the 0.1% or, 1% back in the day, but you looked at the health bar. If you jump down and you hit the water just as the victory cutscene was supposed to play, the game would skip the death wall where it's supposed to kill you because it thinks that you're up there in the cutscene. So you just fall through and you land at the bottom of the ocean and you can run around back in the day.
Oh, wow. That
seems like a lot of effort.
It was a lot of effort, but it was fun. But you could do the same thing for Never Reap and Titan and a couple other fights that would normally make it,
I feel like the Bismarck one wouldn't be quite as fun, though. Maybe. Oh wait, is the Bismarck one doing it as well? Or?
Oh no, I don't think you could do that Bismarck because that there's no land. Then there might have been, I don't know. I never tried with Bismarck. I only tried with Never Reap with the spike. Yeah, the end of the last boss with the spikes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could jump down there and run between the spikes, and it wouldn't kill you.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Glitches. But no, I'm excited for Endwalker. I'm looking forward to Sage and Reaper. I'm probably maiming Sage on Aether. Though, of course, I'm also going to level up White Mage because they're going to share gear except for the weapons.
Did anyone ever ask about the new gold saucer thing coming that they mentioned?
I don't think anyone asked, but I think that's mainly because because we've got a crafting, gathering, and miscellaneous live layer November 5th. Mm-hmm. We were told that there's no real reason to ask any crafting and gathering stuff because there's a live layer coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably thought, with that being like that, it's the same reason why there was no real PvP questions, because the live layer will also be covering PvP.
I'm interested to see what they do with PvP, because they're meant to be, not simplifying it, but doing something with it to streamline it better.
Renshia says, I want snowboarding.
Oh, yeah.
See, I want the G-Bike minigame.
There's a lot of people who want Blitzball, so...
Blitzball, the problem with Blitzball is I can only see it being like Final Fantasy X-2s and people will be disappointed.
And of course, we all can agree on one minigame that the game needs, right?
Shogi.
No, I was talking about the one where we have to breed a Moogle. Remember that one?
Breed a Moogle?
What? Where's that from?
Fantasy 7.
I don't remember a single...
Oh, I never played 7.
You never bred a Moogle in 7?
You did. Technically, you did. Technically, there was a gold source called Morkhouse where the plot was there was a really sad Moogle that wanted a girlfriend, and he was trying to learn how to fly, and then you feed him Kupo nuts, and then eventually he learns how to fly, and then he impresses his lady friend, and then they end with having kids.
The way you phrase it, breeding Moogles. Like, I remember there being a Chocobo breeding game, but like, I don't remember spending hours breeding Moogles.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say every time I have kids, or if I'm going to have kids. I'm breeding Moogles. Be back in an hour.
Pom-poms out, let's go. But like, the only reason I think Shogi is because like that'd be such a big troll. It's like, the team did a real big job of getting us in the game with the Mahjong. It's like, don't you dare be Shogi. I don't want it to be Shogi. Enough of that Yakuza.
How is feeding a Moogle nuts so he can find a girlfriend and then have kids, not breeding?
Because you're not like directly forcing them
it's
to
raising him.
I guess
you're just kind of grooming his would-be missus, maybe. It's like the same with the ray in the dailies. You don't necessarily breed the stingrays, do you?
But it's more being like a wingman. Yeah, being a wingman.
Exactly. You throw Kupo nuts and you hope she picks it up and goes, yes, I love you. God, I forgot that. The submarine mini game though from 7 was quite good.
Then you had the sumo game as well, remember?
Oh yes, was there? Yeah, no, there was.
Yeah.
Right, chat.
What if they just added in the roller coaster?
Someone messaged me at 10 minutes when they stopped talking about other Final Fantasy games, okay? Just messaged me, I'll sit back here.
The one where you're going to date with
the best Kupo. It could be the best Kupo.
Yeah, one of the mods wake me up in 10 minutes.
There'd be no point putting Tetramaster in because there's already Triple Triad. Triple Triad Savage, let's go. Reflects rules and everything.
I mean, Tetramaster would be like the New World version of, Triple Triad.
Like Spear Grid, it's like, no.
I would have loved the Gambit system from 12 to come back for Trust Systems Squadron.
Oh, I'm going to say.
So happy.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Robot fight from Final Fantasy 7. Which robot fight from Final Fantasy 7? There's many robots you fight, Reggie, in Final Fantasy 7. Oh god, yeah, Chili will kidnap them.
But we all know
that cave just full of them.
We all know that I'm just going to breed things on the Island Sentry, right? That's how it's going to be.
Did anyone ask if what the breeding will entail?
I don't think anyone did. Because I think anyone would be embarrassed that they're sat in the front of Yoshi P and be like, so, how do they breed?
How do I make my mounts fuck? It's like, what?
We saw a
Chocobo laugh at it.
We saw a Chocobo and horse looking at each other. How do they mate?
Like, what would be would you be able to, like, get an STS Fenrir breed with a horse? Or, like, a fat cat? I mean, like, what are the limitations? What are the limits? What can you do? Because I think it would just be...
they've got to be living on things. So, you couldn't, like, breed a magic carpet with a chair.
Oh, God. Get in the chair and, like, something just like, no, fuck. I want a baby.
But no, I'm excited for Island Sanctuary, to be honest. That's probably one of the things I'm most excited for of Endwalker. The raid is cool, but Island Sanctuary is my thing.
Isn't that coming later, though? Like 6.5 or 6.1, possibly?
I don't think it's 6.5, but 6.1 probably, yeah.
I know they're delaying Cross DC visit as well.
Yeah. But they also said that they plan to add content over time.
But female Hrothgars? I'm kind of terrified to see those, if I'm honest. Because it could go one way or the other. They could be like really sexy or really hideous.
I mean, you got female Hrothgars in 10, so.
Yes, but you don't see them that often, and 10 is not really what I call the best indication. You see the male Hrothgars, and that's the Ronsos. Because I swear they probably originally were planning to have the Queen be a female Hrothgar, but then they made it a row instead.
Yeah, I was expecting the Queen to be a female Hrothgar.
Well, okay, if you're not doing Blitzball, you don't really see them that often. Not in 10. In 10 too, you do, for the female Hrothgars.
But Island Sanctuary is kind of the thing I'm most excited for Endwalker, because it's something different.
Well, I was kind of happy to hear that it is literally going to be a thing you can customize as well.
Kind of like Animal Crossing.
Or recently, I know Genshin Impact did their own little sort of island.
Yeah,
they can place buildings down and stuff like that. That's what it sounds like, because I haven't played Animal Crossing. So
Final Fantasy 11 also got, like, you got your own little house and a garden, like Moogle gardens, I think they were called, where you've got, like, you can plant and grow stuff. Though I haven't played 11 in the longest time, and if 11's growing as anything like it used to be, then it was more like less that like growing stuff and more like you pray to your nearest god that you've done it correctly. I don't know if any of you ever played 11 when it comes to like gathering or.
I tried, and my god, I stopped playing it.
See
why?
Why?
It is a product of its time. Let's put it that way. Like it's good. But it's very different. Like when you go from WoW to 11, yeah, it's very different. Like, it's literally you don't expect to be like turn-based combat in an MMO.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you just stand there until your TP is 100%, and then you do a weapon skill.
Oh.
Yeah. It was very slow. I liked it though because I could just. It was great back in the day. It's probably not good now, but back in the day it was good because you could. It was a social game because you'd get a party, go find somewhere to level. And then you'd all chat.
You need a team to actually do stuff.
Yeah, you would chat, like, but yeah, because you got like 30, 40 seconds before you're going to do an attack. So you're like, oh, how you been? Blah, 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 blah. What you up to? Blah, blah, blah. Like, you have a conversation for a couple of hours and then the party disbands because either someone's pulled and killed your group or you got bored and left.
Wasn't Final Fantasy 11 the one with the boss as well, where it had like it took people a week to kill and people were taking shifts or something to bite it?
What the hell?
Yeah, someone died fighting that boss in real life.
Yeah, it was not meant to be killable or something, but
it was meant to be. There's two fights like that. One that wasn't supposed to be killable, but people found a way to kill it and they got banned. Basically, they found out if you pulled it to a specific area, you could hit it through a wall, but it couldn't hit you. So it took like 12 hours to kill it. See, its main issue with killing it was the fact that in 11 you had job actions that you could do every 2 hours, which gave you like buffs based on what it was. And for one of the jobs was White Mage had Benediction, which we know fully heals you.
Yeah.
But this boss had every job's 2 hour. So it had Dragoons 2 hour, Paladins 2 hour, Black Mages, blah, blah, blah. But this meant it also had White Mages 2 hour. So you could get it down to like 5% health. It would roll and it would Benediction and heal itself to full.
Oh, what the hell?
Sounds broken.
Hell, before that, there was a boss. I think it was the Jailer of Love.
Jailer of Love?
Yeah, the Jailer of Love.
Is this got anything to do with the Moogle breeding? Or?
Well, no, all the Jailers were based on... The final boss was called Absolute Virtue, and all the pre-bosses before that were based on virtues.
We're back to Eureka again.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, one of the bosses in Eureka is from 11.
In fact, it's very much the places from 11. They're all from 11.
But now the Jailer of Love had re-raise, so every time you killed it, it would roll to see if it just came back to life again.
Every time I say that, it just feels like an 80s song. Like Jailer of Love.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 11 was the shit. I loved it. But no, I've forgotten where we're talking about. But yeah, Absolute Virtue was basically killable. And then they added Pandemian Warden, which you weren't supposed to be able to kill, but someone killed it. Well, you could kill it a specific way, but they hadn't really worked it out yet. But people just threw bodies at it instead. So
I was gonna say, like, what's the point of there being a boss and you can't even kill it?
Well, no drop table. It was just supposed to be there to kill people.
Oh,
It's like-
okay.
Yeah, it was like the sea horror back in the day. If you fish too much on the boat between the level 16 and level 10 and level 18 zone, there was this boat that took 10 minutes real lifetime. And any time you wanted to go to it too, unless you teleported later on, you had to use that boat. But if you fished, you had the chance to spawn the sea horror, and the sea horror was level 80. Now remember, this boat is level 10. So it wasn't really supposed to be killable unless you, yeah.
So it's just the game telling you, like, it's time to stop.
It's time to stop. And then they added pirates later on. So
I'm a little bit confused. We're going to be fighting crafters.
Yeah.
In the Mists of the Realm, the new Alliance raid. Sorry, I sorry to cut in here. You're talking about other FF.
How rude of you! We're talking about other things here.
No, I would be interested to see what we're doing.
Someone said it was going to be based on the 12, so...
Yeah, but it says here, because obviously we had new information. Thank you, Bird Chess, for tweeting it out. I'm just looking at Twitter. Something about like every craft, like its influence is presented in practices of every craft. Are we just going to be fighting crafters?
Somehow I don't think so, but maybe that would be hilarious. Finally, a cooking boss.
That would be hilarious.
It would just be freaking, was it Hildebrand's mother?
Frying pan.
I've always wanted a boss fight where it's like the Mandeville family. As you can GG come out and clotheslines, everyone's like, yes.
This is all the players that don't actually crafters beating up crafters. How much you make me pay for these pots? Oh, God.
But yeah, back to Endwalker.
Yeah,
Wait,
back
are
to
we-
Endwalker, I guess.
Are we getting more Hildebrand and Endwalker?
I asked,
Yes.
and it looks like it, yeah.
Finally.
Well, they even said that before because there's no Hildebrand in Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
They said like they couldn't really think of a story to do with him in this, but he will return in Endwalker. So he'll probably be on the moon somewhere. For all we know, because of what happens at the end of Stormblood, he might be part of the raid
Oh, my.
because of the whole darkness thing. But at the end of the Stormblood quest chain, he goes into darkness.
I wouldn't mind.
But it's more of a teleporting thing, but whatever.
Hmm.
But I want to know about the Ragnarok. Theories on that. Like, if that's going to be MSQ related or just to pick like a bit of decoration like the Ark is in Stormblood.
Hmm.
I mean, he did cameo, yes, but like, not if everyone hadn't done the Stormblood stuff for Hildy. He doesn't appear
Wait,
otherwise.
you had to do it?
Yeah, he
have to
does.
do it
'Cause
to make him-
No, you don't, because I've never
Really?
done Hildebrand. Well, I've done a Realm
What?
Reborn's Hildebrand, but not.
What? How dare
Yeah, I've never done Hildebrand. Just like I've never played any other Final Fantasy game.
That's
Final Fantasy
understandable.
13
Wait.
Lightning Returns was better. Oh, no.
Oh, damn.
I actually enjoyed 13.
So did I.
I need to play 13.
You know, I've seen him appear.
But how are we going to get to the moon and not by teleportation?
Sid.
Sid isn't going to just yeet us. He's not like, dummy thick in the arm.
Yes, he will. He can make anything. He's made a mech.
Yes.
Everything's possible, I guess.
He can
Wait,
make
no,
a rocket. How do you think Guardians got up there? Yeah.
Has it been confirmed the Garleans are going to be up there on the moon?
Yeah.
Has
Yeah?
it?
Yeah.
Did it?
They already have all these starships. I'm just saying. They are
It's going to be the Void
more-
Ark.
They are far more.
Gotta be the Void Ark.
Yeah, we're just gonna hide in the trunk of Void Ark, honestly.
Yeah, Hildebrand is fun. You should. I mean, are you just not interested in it, Paul, or?
Honestly, I just forgot about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Then I'll
to
forgive
be
you.
fair, the ARR one is really
It's
long,
just
and then
there.
it kind of
It
each
is
time you think
quite
it's
long,
ended, it's like, oh no, there's still more. Okay.
But
Like,
it gives nice fights as well.
More importantly, when will Hammond Holy Fist come in and save the day in Endwalker? Come, when's he going to come in? You should know who he is. Please tell me you know who he is.
No.
Have you never done the monk quest chain?
Oh, I have, but I don't remember much.
It's the old man.
Oh.
He will save us all.
I don't know. Was there any information of like when you level up your classes now? Is it still going to be like Shadowbringers, where it's like a shared quest, or is it actually going to be?
Let's say it would be roll quest, yes.
Oh, so it's going to be like Shadowbringers.
Yes.
Because I kind of had to
But
get
they're
used to that. 'cause
changing
I was
it
so
a little
used-
bit.
Oh, okay.
There's going to be a physical ranged and magic ranged now instead of just ranged.
Oh,
Yeah, because it didn't make much sense when it was just the one. It's like, okay, why is he using
Yeah.
a bow?
but the thing that like it didn't annoy me, but I always forgot about the last quest you had to do for your job because it wasn't a blue quest and it was just like a normal quest.
Yeah, I kind of hope they highlight it again because
Yeah,
I didn't
me
like
too.
that. Especially if you're like, I'm just gonna go off a bit, and then you're like, shit, where was it?
Yeah, because it doesn't show up, so you can't like I had to the times I had to look up of like, wait, did I do it or not? And then look it up.
I do hope they just kind of.
There's another quest when I'm
Yeah.
80. What?
What? You didn't?
I
what?
found out. No, that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, it just gives you a title. Oh, okay, cool.
It's like kind of almost closure as well with some of them. Some are better than
Mhm.
others. Like the machinist one's a bit
Yeah.
shit, if I'm honest, compared to others. The warrior one is amazing, and I hope we keep seeing those two in Endwalker as well.
For me, my favorite quests have always been Dark Knight and Scholar. I always like their story.
The dark one was nice and somber. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
I like the bard one. I got to make a song.
I'm trying to remember now. Did I actually do the bard quest?
Uh-oh.
I paid very little attention to the bard one.
Speaking of bard, I'm kind of excited for bard in Endwalker.
Yeah.
Just like it didn't get that much extra, but the stuff that it got seems promising and just nice.
I'm bard boring.
Boring. It's a lot of buttons that you need to press.
I just like machinists.
I like machine. I like all the ranged.
Oh, I like to be a
DPS.
selfish ranged DPS. Oh, that's what I'm hearing.
I like to drill my enemies. It's quite fun. I just had to do Gunbreaker. Well, both role quest justice when we get them. Not like one is very clearly had more love than the other one. Because Gunbreaker felt kind of lackluster compared to Dancer.
Yeah, so actually, I got a question. Kelly, you're raiding with Wubsy in Endwalker, right?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not sure yet.
Raiding in Endwalker yet.
I don't know. It depends. I guess it depends on the time and stuff. Because, of course, my main static is gonna go first, and then it depends how many hours and days and stuff. I got work too.
Yeah, because we got some people at uni as well, so...
You'd also have to make a new character because of the...
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm so happy I just transferred mine over.
I'm not gonna transfer again. I transferred my elemental one to Chaos for Mayoni for the fashion thing. Damn,
that's commitment.
So yeah, I'm not gonna transfer again. I'm gonna keep my NA one there.
Fashion, yes. Okay, so that's interesting. So fuck, I don't know what the hell I was on about now. What about? Who are we? What are we?
I don't
Should go round.
Yeah, should go round. Yeah, that's Louis Vuittons, you know. But I still need a voice when they sing. I think that would be cool. But I do like the aura they get when they use it was like Final Repose or something like that. Cool. I really like that kind of area effect. I think that stays for like the 15 seconds it's on for.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, so I kind of like it.
Oh, I'm excited for Bard. It's the only ranged where I was like excited for, because Dancer and Machinist didn't get that much like new or
the
extra,
tanks just look fun. So I'm like, yes.
The
except
tanks,
Paladin.
yeah. Really? You can heal.
I mean, you can heal already anyway.
Yeah, but for me that's good because we got Paladin in our static and I can just heal less.
It might be alright, but I mean, that Gunbreaker, like artifact armor, oh my god.
Yeah, the mini X-Cog.
Mini X-Cog, that's fine. I think that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for Dark Knight, because Dark Knight just gets shields and heals.
Yeah, I wish Dark Knight got more, because Dark Knight's my favorite tank.
The thing is, you think about like it's already perfect. Why change it? You know.
I guess.
Well, I mean, it gets Shadowbringer, which is an interesting move. I forget what it does, but it basically just sounds like a buffed up version of your the little guy you come out to summon out. I actually kind of really hope they change it where it kind of is more shadow for your character, because it'd be kind of nice not to see like a giant like Leeson come out of a Lalafell.
Shadowbringer is unexpected AoE damage straight in the line of you for 600 potency. You can hold two of them.
Line AoE, okay.
I just thought the fact that Salted Earth is going to be just it casts at your feet now, which is just
that is good. I like that.
But I think Warrior's going to probably steal the show.
Yeah, Warrior looks good.
Well, Gunbreaker's going to take some getting used to because of the whole Gnashing Fang combo now just being one button.
Yeah, I thought that was odd because I like it, but it's like, it will give you more space on your bar, and I'm like, there's not much that I'm using for Gunbreaker.
Honestly, I think that's why they did it, because there's already too many buttons. So
I don't think there is. Paladin has way more.
I don't know. I mean, like I have. Well, they're about equal, I suppose.
But it's like it's different for Paladin because you got magic phase and like normal phase, I guess.
Isn't Paladin mostly just getting buffs and changes rather than additional?
Yeah, more heals. Just like more heals and mitigation, I think. Oh wait, no, wasn't there another finisher to Confidior or something?
Yeah, there's a triple finisher to Confiteor.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah.
got your swords.
Oh yeah, that.
But
Right.
Confiteor turns into those buttons. There's no extra buttons.
Oh, okay.
So you press Confiteor and then it turns into what's it called?
But then
I've
your
got,
1, 2, 3 becomes.
Turns into Blades of Faith, Blades of Truth, and Blades of Valor. So,
Yeah, that'd be your 1, 2, 3 big buff move, I guess.
yeah, and they're all AOE, and they restore
Kind
you
of
mana.
like its own mashing fang, but without it
Yeah.
being a separate skill. Yeah, please. Like, I mean, could you imagine doing an entire alliance raid with all spell effects on?
Oh.
No.
Oh, I didn't know you like your retinas.
Also, I like the fact that Paladin has an upgraded Spirits Within now. I won't be able to say. I'm going to butcher the name. So I'm sorry, anyone that is a fan of names, but it's Expiricon,
Expelliarmus.
which now Spirits Within is an AOE, and
AOE.
so yeah, that's pretty good.
I still think it's such a shame that that entire movie is referenced in one move.
Yeah.
It's like, that's it. Just forget the movie. Just that one move that'll do.
Also, requested cat is now 5 stacks instead of a timer.
Yeah, I like
Which
that
is
'cause I've
nice.
done that for basically a bunch of the tanks now. Like
Yeah,
Mineral
Dark
is now
Swan.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a stack. As how many you can have? It's the same with the Dark one. Gunbreaker doesn't have one, so it doesn't get it.
Yeah, because it doesn't need it, but it does have a 1,200 potency move though, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's got its new move that I've seen where it slashes the ground. Reminds me of the Memoria Missaria when he does the 2 slashes.
Oh, what the front and the back one?
Where you know the 2 tanks have to kind of block it. That's what it reminds me of. That move.
Right.
By the way, while we're
It's
talking
like a
about
big cross
potencies
slash.
right now, but remember these potencies can change between the current build and the
Yeah.
full
Yeah.
build.
True.
Honestly, I don't pay attention to potencies. If the move kicks ass, I don't give a crap.
Yeah.
Because
Like,
Monk
I fell in
also
love with Warrior when it was punching. So.
has a 950 potency AOE with a Phantom Rush.
Oh, what did they do with 7-sided start, whatever it is?
I've got the
that
tools on
become
my
one of
laptop
the-
right now. Give me a second.
Yeah, did that become part of the Mudra system they're adding in the chakra thing?
I don't think they changed 6-sided star at all. No, they haven't changed it.
Because Monk's pretty useless with some of its skills. Let's be honest.
But
Like,
you
no
get
one
some more
uses it.
stickers.
Yeah, but it's like if it still kind of gives you that increased global cooldown, then what's
Yeah,
the
it
point
does.
of using it? Yeah, what's the point of it? You know.
Cool. It's for transitions.
Uh,
Like, if you know there's an AoE attack that you're going to have to avoid and you can't get to the enemy, like, you use it then. Because
that's what you use Riddle of Earth for. You know, and just
no,
take it.
like, if the boss is becoming untargetable and you have to move, that's when you pop it.
You have to hit them with it.
Yeah, but you hit it before they go untargetable. It's your last
Ah.
GCD. Because
I think
like,
you get a
you-
boot
you-
shining.
you used to use it in Leviathan because it's 550 potency. So you'd pop that, you get your 5-second movement speed bonus, and you get out of the way.
Fair enough. I still think it's such. At least it's better than Tornado Kick, I guess.
Yeah.
At least what
Well,
it
you-
used to be like. Tornado Kick is
Yeah.
fine now.
Yeah. In fact,
It's
Tornado
changing
Kick
again,
is
though.
part of your sticker system. So now,
Mm.
um,
Same
thing
with
with,
Elixir Field.
Is their what's it called? Their Brotherhood, is that a 90-second cooldown or is that a 2-minute cooldown now?
2 minutes.
Is-
No,
I
I don't
yeah,
know.
what they're gonna add it into, because they're adding everything to be like kind of like a 2-minute kind of like rotation kind of thing, isn't it? It's like, but with all the buff
Yeah.
kind of thing.
But it's currently 120
Which is
seconds. But what I want to see how broken Brotherhood's going to be in Raid, because I feel like Brotherhood's going
change
to
it
be
then?
broken in Raid. Well, you get a trait at 87. Well, they changed it also, because I don't remember if they did this before, but now spells affect Brotherhood as well as weapon skills.
I don't
You know,
think
they
it did.
spell.
It,
Well,
was,
now-
it just said skills though, but
Yeah, weapon
maybe it was
skills
just-
or spells now in Work and Brotherhood.
So Hon's gonna stay monk then. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
And now
It's
at,
definitely gonna be one I
at,
need to get my hands on.
at level 88, it's 100% chakra chance with every weapon skill or spell casted under the effect. So anytime anyone in the raid uses anything, you get chakra.
So the chakra blast is still existing, or is that now under the whole different combo thing?
No, that's you still got forbidden chakra, and you've got
Yeah,
but no, you've got no OGCDs at all really for monk because
yeah, because it's all tied into the new system.
yeah. So
I know the
Before it
finishers
was
are
an
also
issue.
no longer being positionals. Like, thank God.
no, you still got positionals.
No, I know, but like the final bits, like I think it's the dot and the lightning strike. Over it is. They're now just you can hit wherever. They remove
Yeah.
positionals from 2 of the skills.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good for me.
They removed the positionals from the second attack, not the last one.
Oh, so the buff.
Yeah, True Strike and the other move. Twin snakes.
That's true as well. Chakra is
No.
going to be in the 60s now, I think.
15.
What?
Right, that early?
Yeah, meditation is level 15 now.
Oh, damn.
You get Steel Peak at level 15, which is your first chakra move. And then at level 40, you get Howling Fist. And then at level 60, you get...
It's going to take
your,
some...
Then at 60, you get your Blitz. Yeah, your Masterful Blitz. Yeah, the new stuff, the Elixir Field. Yeah, the change to Elixir Field.
Oh.
That's now at 60.
Now, here's another question, though. Do you think Well, what can we expect or possibly hypothesize what the next, bonus trials might be? Not the trials and story, but, like the weapon series and Triple Triad. Because I can't think of anything from the Final Fantasy series that might be it.
I feel like with all the Fantasy 4 references, I feel certain it's going to be the Four Lords.
Four Lords. I'm trying to remember the Four Lords, and I don't remember the Four Lords.
I'm still playing 4, so I don't...
Oh, sorry, the Four Fiends, or whatever it is. Basically...
Four Fiends.
Yeah, the elemental stuff like fire, wind. So I feel like the Four Fiends might be the...
No, because you're thinking of the Three Fiends.
But I say, because if it was the Four Lords, it would have been Genbu, Byaku, Susanoo, and Shiryu.
Yeah, they've done that. Right?
But that's more like Asian folklore type thing. But
I'm gonna put.
I guess it would be kind of boring just to do standard elementals, unless.
I'm putting in our lobby chat, so if anyone Googles it, the Four Fiends.
Oh, is there anything from maybe 13 they could take out?
Lich, Tiamat, Meredith, and Kraken.
I don't have Tiamat though, because we already have Tiamat, unless something happens.
Clearly, they could just rename it. They've done that before.
True.
I mean, I don't like Meredith because she has a snaky butt. I don't like that. Kraken.
I don't know. I
Kraken
appreciate the top left, so.
Me too.
I don't remember that sprite in the game. It actually reminds me of Siren from Final Fantasy VIII, actually.
Oh, okay, never mind. You put a better picture in. Oh my god, never mind.
Oh yeah.
I was looking at the wiki pictures.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Okay.
I could actually see those.
Oh, okay. The Arch Fiend for Arch. There's like two different ones. There's the Four Fiends, which is from Final Fantasy, and then obviously Final Fantasy 1V. I don't know. But yeah, that one has the Arch, or they can do the other Final Fantasy, but Guardians of Terror, which again is Lich, Kraken.
Oh yeah, from Final Fantasy 9, that is another one as well.
So it could be though.
But then again, the one who was like the fire one, she's kind of been used already in a way, because she's kind of very similar to the Void one from the City of Mark or whatever it is.
Again,
the very first one. Sorry,
I'm kind of bullshitting myself anyway because I've never played any of these games. So
yeah, but you can look at the monsters at least, and then use those.
Yeah,
and I know there's 4, but there's always been like 4 in the previous ones. Like you had the 4 lords, but you only fought 3 of them, and one of them was a dungeon boss. So
very true. Because I could actually see one of those being in the raid, maybe, just because it's kind of iconic, I guess. Before.
Well, that's how we did the Four Lords, weren't it? As well, because we
never got to fight Kirin.
Yes, we did. Was it Gimbo and the?
Yeah, Genbu was in the dungeon.
Yeah.
And for this one, when we did the weapon, down weapon, one was a solo instance.
Yeah, that was a sapphire weapon.
Yeah, so we could easily do these 4 feeds / Four Lords or whatever you want to call it, and have one of them be a trial or a dungeon, like solo trials. What I mean.
Yeah, I reckon they could be the trials actually, or boss fights in the raids.
Cool.
They could be boss fights in raids or the trials.
Or in dungeons,
or they're going to do Final Fantasy 7, and it's going to be one's going to be Cloud, one's going to be Tifa, one's going to be Eric, and one wing angel fight that I want.
If there was going to be from 7 again, I was thinking the Turks, but I don't know.
I mean, I would love a one-winged angel fight. Yeah. That would be the best.
I think a lot of people would like that, but I don't know if they'll ever do it. I think the closest we got was kind of Ruby Weapon with Genova, because that was kind of like Genova-ish.
We should be a 25-minute fight. We get 4 totems for beating it, and 15 minutes of the fight is just the
25-minute fight. That's like an Ultima. That's like an Ultima.
But like you enter and the boss just submits straight away. It's like, oh, you're too powerful. Here you go.
No, the 15 minutes of the fight is just it casting supernova. So we got a cutscene of everything blowing up for 15 minutes. You know, when he
comes in. I'm here to kill chaos. Boof. Oh, God.
So those 15 minutes, you're just sitting there kind of, you can do like 3 things. You can watch half an anime. You can have a cheeky wank. You can go and make yourself a sandwich. or you can sit here watching like the first 15 minutes of Coronation Street.
What if some of the fights might be from Final Fantasy 16 that we just haven't seen yet?
Maybe. I mean, they said that the game's finished. The whole main story is completed. They've actually done.
Because I mean, I kind of called it with the last tier of Nier, where it was like, hey, I mean, Replicant Remaster's coming, and I wonder if it's going to be in there. I was like, what the? How dare you? And they did it. And which made that dungeon way more impactful for me, because like, oh, damn. I say dungeon with raid. I know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Endwalker's got a lot of possibilities, but I have a feeling the story of 6.1 onwards might be to do with possibly what we did before the role quests, maybe? They're going to be a continuation of that. That's at least. Yeah. If you have done all the role quests, at least.
Mm-hmm. All I'm hoping for, I know this will sound weird to a lot of people, but because of how... game? But... yeah. But because of how big the game is now, because you got 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, and now 6.0, I do hope that when 7.0 launches, that it... Like, 6.x to 7.0 is going to be the new story, but I feel like it's going to be a prologue. It's not going to be the main story, because that'd be weird having all of it in, like, the patch. I'm hoping that when 7.0 launches, that you... And let's just say you're a new player, and you make a new character, it will pop up saying, do you want to start with A Realm Reborn, or do you want to start with whatever the new expansion's called? That way, people can then jump ahead and start with this new storyline, and then maybe have a cutscene that can play at the start that goes over the main plot points from the last year's
saying that?
I mean, that sounds way too wow. That sounds too much.
I don't want them to do
it sounds a little bit like Cataclysm, but I mean, I could see them doing another like Umbral era or something, and it's like maybe we're elsewhere. I don't know.
But I was just saying, then they could just include an NPC in the game, because you already got New Game Plus, so they've already got stuff with like this. But let's just say there's an NPC in older that then just starts the storyline for 2.0, and you can go from there on. Because otherwise, you're gonna have to force people to go through what is it? 300
hours,
that. Like
but at the same time, I don't know if they have the phasing technology for that. In this game on such a scale?
Yeah, it might
like,
suck,
it's one thing having
NPCs
dotted about, but...
I feel bad for any new players that then have to go through...
No, I wouldn't feel bad. I would say you play this awesome game.
Yeah.
You get your fucking money's worth out of it, because it's still like £100 worth of games.
Yeah. Imagine you get all to 7.0 and you're a new player that's just starting out, and it's like, where is everybody? Like, we're just in a different instance, like we're in the future. It's like... I'm looking really forward to playing this game. My mate's asking me, great. Where are you? I'm here. It'd be like a No Man's Sky situation. We're in the same planet, but we can't see each other.
Like No Man's Sky.
Obviously, that's different now, but yeah.
By the way, one of the best.
Elder Scrolls Online did that, and it was like people were really pissed, but people were in different phases. That's different.
But they wouldn't do that because everyone knows that this is a very community and like player-driven game, so it's like player-driven.
The issue is they got to get themselves some servers, and they're having trouble with that right now. So.
Oh yeah, I mean everyone has trouble with that except for Amazon, who own servers because they're Amazon.
Yeah, completely remove the story skip and level boost, force them through ARR. Let's go.
Just think about this though.
I mean that's why that service is there. Like if they want to play with their friends, then that service is there.
Just think about this though. When Endwalker launches, everyone can buy themselves an Amara mount.
Oh,
because the job skits.
I went through. Wow. I say blood, sweat, and tears getting it, but I didn't.
The job skits will jump up to 80, won't they? Because that's what they've done with the previous expansions. So everyone can go buy their level 80 job skips and get their Amaro.
Hey,
I wonder when they will actually add in a Shadowbringers story skip. Actually, if they'll add it in immediately or wait like a bit.
Wasn't it like immediately when Shadowbringers came out that the story skip came out? Basically,
yeah.
Shadowbringers is such a good story.
Why would you skip that?
I know. I mean, I get it if you've already been through, but that's the one thing, because I know we discussed this a few times on the channel, where it'd be like, I know it's cruel, but not allow people to use a story skip if it's their first time through.
Yeah, I would like people to go through it themselves, because I remember going.
Then it's like, why not let them as well? It's a really sort of grey area.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer people to actually do the story, but there's enough videos on YouTube as well for them to like catch up with the story if they don't want to go through all of it and still kind of know what's going on.
It's good that New Game Plus exists, let's just put it that way.
Yeah, that's true. But that's still pretty long as well.
But it is a nightmare when you get like new players who story skipped and they're like in the high-end Shadowbringers content. They're like, I don't know what I'm doing, so maybe you should have leveled your character and not just skipped it.
Yeah. Well, some people actually do. Like, they look up what they need to do and all that stuff.
So, before we end the podcast, okay. Any final thoughts from everyone?
I'm just trying to think how the Moogle breeding simulation would work and what rewards you get.
You'd get a magic Kupo nut.
What would that do?
It's just a mount. You sit on it, and it's like.
Oh my god! Yeah, could it be a mount? It plays Eyes on Me from Final Fantasy VIII.
We're gonna like fly on nuts. What?
You just ride that nut. Let's go. No, make it like the that mount that's the wheels, but instead it's just 2 nuts.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, we're gonna fly on nuts.
Why am I inventing a mount that I can't even use because I would die because I'm allergic to nuts?
No, for a Lalafell, you'd hug it like the one where it's the jar instead, and you just ride that nut all the way.
We're gonna go around, ride that nut all the way.
Yep. It would be your
episode title. There's the episode title. Right there.
Job done. Let's go.
Job done.
But seriously, thank you both for being on. Talia, have you got any shout outs and how can people watch your content?
You can find me back as Talia Lisette on basically everything. So Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff. You can find me back there. I stream 2 times a week at the moment because of work, but usually I do raids. We're doing Uwu with Paul at the moment, and we're doing E12S with Wopsy. So
yay!
That's most of my streams, and then occasionally like a Final Fantasy IV or another RPG game.
You can also find it by clicking the Whiskers team button as well.
Whiskers. You can find all of us there.
Yes. Or avoid us.
Moogle ground is still allowed there anyway. Wopsy, how about you? Have you got any shouts and how can they find your content?
Well, I mean, originally wasn't going to be on tonight because of waking up as early as I did, but I'm glad I did come tonight. I'm just on twitch.tv/Wobsy, basically everything /Wobsy, Instagram /Wobsy, Twitter /Wobsy, YouTube slightly different.
YouTube too. I forgot YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube /Wobsy. It should work, I hope. But no, thank you for having me. I'm also part of Team Whiskers. I'm on Light, which is the true server, as Paul knows as well, which is fantastic.
That'd be.
Yes, and you too. You're part of it. It's because you're part of my static.
What's that, Aether? Aether's the best because it's got me, Maelstrom Radio, and eventually she heals her tank again, maybe. Yeah, Aether?
I would say Aether is for the one with the hairy
Aether is cool too, because my alt is there.
I'm technically also there too. Technically. But yeah. This was a pretty interesting cast. They talked about random games that I've never played or heard of before. So
too much talk about shoes.
Shoes. Yeah.
I brought Moogle breeding.
Yeah, Moogle breeding. Again, definitely.
I don't think anyone's mentioned that to OQP, so we should send a letter to him.
But if anyone wants to know, I think I said this on stream. If anyone has seen me in Word to Game or on She Heals Her Tank or any video format where I'm visible, I'm often wearing a poop hat. And as I said before, I was in a Zoom call with Yoshi P, and I also was wearing my poop hat. So, no shame.
Nice.
You comment on the poop hat?
No, he did not comment on the poop hat.
Dashing.
I did spend time saying thank you to him for all the work he does, and told him to pass it on to everyone else. But yeah, I wore my poop hat proudly.
It's only Yoshi P that does 14. Come on, he's a one-man band. We know this.
But your child, right? Sorry.
I gotta say, like, if I was to get like tons of them, I was like, okay, it's fine, I can live with it.
But no, seriously, thank you, Paul, as always. Thank you, Wobsy. Thank you, Talia. We'll be back in 2 weeks with hopefully Bird of Chess.
Is it our last one?
No, we got one.
Last one.
We got one more after that because we're doing like one special one before Endwalker. It's either going to be our last one or us.
Yes, when we release both of our porn videos.
Is this an only chili?
We've got a fun next year's Moogle go around somehow.
I mean, we already had your own food line earlier, so.
But no, seriously, thank you so much to everyone. We'll be back in 2 weeks with Fusion and Bird of Chess. My anime rival.
And then the last one, we don't know yet.
No, we don't know yet.
But then after that, we are taking a break through November. Just for podcasting.
We'll
Streams will happen. So all that's going to be happening over November, and then we'll be back in December for Christmas, because Christmas episode.
Oh, if you're not following
streamed
us,
on Christmas.
I'll be streaming on Christmas.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah, I've got nothing else to do.
Aww.
I'll be cooking dinner, and that's about it. So,
Aww.
but no, by the way, remember, if you aren't following us, if we reach 1,000 followers by January 1st, I'm doing a $100 giveaway at the end of January. So remember that. If we reach, we've got to stay at 1,000 by January 1st. And another goal that doesn't have a time limit. This one is if we ever reach it. If we ever reach 1,000 followers, I have to stream in a penguin suit because I agreed to that.
So, I was just thinking that. I was like, wasn't it a Moogle suit? But no, it's a penguin suit.
Yeah, it's a penguin suit.
It should be a Moogle suit now, I know it. I'm going to squeeze your pom-pom.
I'm not going to breed with Moogles on Twitch. I'll get banned.
I mean, I never said that, but I mean, you know, I'm not going to kink shame. We've all seen King Moogle mod.
I know people will jump to it as soon as you said that, okay? So, if we reach 1,000, I get to wear a penguin suit. So, this has been Moogle Go Round episode 131. Words have been said. Some of them were in sentences at some point. Until then, goodbye. Bye.
Until Moogles breed all.
Moogles breed all.